Title: I bought my own house and built my company from scratch after everyone betrayed me. Now my ex-wife, her sisters, and parents are furious I refuse to let them back in. Start: I still remember the night I signed the final papers. My house, my company, my empire built on nothing but blood, sleepless nights, and betrayal carved into my bones. And now, years later, they stand outside my gates, furious I won't let them back in. My ex-wife, her sisters, her parents, the same people who once smiled in my face while stabbing me in the back. They never expected me to survive. They thought I would crawl, beg, maybe even disappear. But I didn't. I built. And I built quietly. I watched them from my window today, faces twisted with entitlement, anger masked as concern. They demanded entry, like nothing had happened, like I was still the same man they betrayed. But the truth is, that man died the night I discovered who they really were. When I married her, I thought I had found a partner. She wasn't just my wife, she was my anchor. Her family treated me like their own. Sunday dinners, family trips. They said I was lucky to have them, and I believed it. I trusted them with my life. I worked 2 jobs to keep us afloat. Every paycheck, every sacrifice, I poured into our future. I dreamed of a home filled with laughter, children, stability. She promised me the same, or so I thought. The truth came quietly at first, a late-night phone buzzing on the counter, her smile fading too quickly when I walked into the room, conversations ending the second I entered. But the real crack came when I found the receipts, dinners I never attended, jewelry I never bought, and then the messages, her sisters coaching her, her parents covering for her. Not just infidelity, a conspiracy. They weren't protecting me. They were protecting her lies. I felt my chest tighten, but I didn't break. Pain sharpened into clarity. Betrayal became fuel. That night, I didn't confront her. I simply looked at her sleeping beside me, her hand resting where my loyalty once lived, and I knew this would be my quiet war. I became invisible in plain sight, silent, calculating. Every late shift I worked wasn't just survival anymore, it was strategy. I studied the laws, learned the loopholes, opened accounts in my name alone. I began saving, investing, tracing every cent. I built connections outside their circle, people who didn't know my wife's name, didn't care about her family. I laid foundations brick by brick, each one further from their reach. I played the fool at home, smiled at dinners, nodded at lies. But every laugh I gave was another lock I was placing on the future they'd never touch. The day I filed for divorce, she didn't see it coming. I handed her the papers calmly, like passing salt across a table. Her eyes widened, her voice cracked, and her family rushed to her defense. But I had already moved the money. I had already secured my credit. The house was rented in my name alone. The business license signed with my hand only. They tried to intimidate me, screaming that I owed them, that I was nothing without her. But when the court asked for proof, I handed over records. Their words collapsed in silence. Piece by piece, they lost grip. She fought for alimony, denied. They tried to smear me, evidence crushed them. Every step they took, I was 10 ahead. And now, years later, they arrived unannounced at my new home, a house with walls I built, a door only my key opens. Her sisters shouted from the gate, her parents pleaded like saints. She stood silent, her pride shattered but her arrogance alive. "Let us in," her mother demanded. I stepped outside, calm, hands in my pockets. "This house isn't yours. It never will be." Her father's face turned red. "After all we did for you?" I cut him off. "You mean after all you covered up? After all you helped her hide?" Silence. The kind that strips people bare. Their eyes darted, searching for some shred of control. But control was mine now. She finally spoke, her voice trembling. "We were family." I looked her dead in the eye. "Family doesn't betray. Family doesn't destroy. You taught me that lesson well." I turned and walked back inside, the gates closing behind me, their voices muffled by the steel I built between us. For the first time, I felt no anger, no pain, just clarity. They will never taste the life I built from their ashes. They will never walk these halls, never sit at this table, never claim a piece of me again. I built my empire in silence, and now they can watch it from the outside, forever strangers. Because revenge isn't fire, it's not rage, it's the cold satisfaction of closing the door and knowing they'll never open it again.